It's just about Halloween time. This maybe tomorrow, maybe going into that weekend, you'll be doing the workplace Halloween party. Do even do that? They don't come up to the level of, say, your Christmas party, because the Christmas party usually happens at night and you get all dressed up nice and have fun. That's a whole nother set of rules and protocol. But the Halloween party happening right there at the workplace usually ends up with, okay, wear a costume and bring a dish to pass, and we'll set it up in the break room, and everybody on your break, you go up and you have a sandwich and you laugh and cajole and you get back to work. So there are workplace unwritten rules, I think, although human resource managers would say, no, these are written. Let's talk with Javier Pérez, who is a legal expert, and he has specialized in employment law for a long time. Joins us now. Hey, Javier.
Hi, good morning. Thanks for having me.
When you go to the office, you going to dress up? What do you have? What are you going to be?
No, I like to do something subtle and coordinated with my son. So this year he's Wolverine and I'm Logan, Wolverine without the costume. So we'll see how that goes.
Okay. But now, doing things at work, you got to be, there's things to take into consideration, because, I mean, if you work in an office, you can't wear like big, giant, inflatable costumers. I mean, how are you going to walk around? But what's the legal type protocols?
Right. So, it really can kind of get you in hot water if you don't plan for this kind of stuff head on. Because you give people discretion, sometimes they make, different choices than you would prefer as an employer. But, you still got to be able to do your job, right? So if you are working on the line somewhere in a factory, you can't wear something that's going to kind of be a safety issue. Going to get caught in a machine or something. If you're working at an office, wear an inflatable costume. You can't sit at your desk. You don't fit at your desk. Also an issue, and I'm going to make sure you're not going to kind of lose a whole day of productivity because people are playing around in their costumes.
Yeah, well, and then that's the physical safety aspect of stuff. Now there's a whole nother realm here that I was thinking of this, and I hate the term politically correct. However, you can't show up, say, I was just saying a little while ago, you can't be the haunted pole dancer at the corporate Halloween. But you know what I mean? You gotta be careful with that. Don't offend somebody.
Right. Yeah, there's some articles that have come out, and they come out kind of every year about suggestions or guidelines for HR folks. But really you want to think about, this is mixed company, right? You're not at home with just your friends. So you don't want to have folks wearing things that are potentially offensive, that are, appropriating someone's culture, that are making fun of someone's culture. There's even some advice that says don't dress up as your coworker because they might not think it's as funny as you do.
Look,
yeah.
I'm Teddy. Hi, everybody. Remember Ted down in accounting? Look, I'm Ted. Isn't that funny?
That's right.
Oh, that's
right.
Bad. That's bad. Okay, so we're in a political year, obviously, have been. I can only imagine you don't put on a Harris or a Donald Trump wig or mask or anything. That you can't do that.
Yeah, I think that's just asking for trouble. We kind of have talked about this over the course of this year, in the election year, about, people putting up political stuff in their cubicles, or kind of people have big feelings about politics. So I think it's pretty wise to, if you're going to have a costume event or party at the office or at the workplace, to say, like, we don't want anything political, and just make it kind of equally precluding to everybody. We don't want, stuff on either side. We want to keep things civil. And it's kind of like that old saying about, in polite company, you don't talk about sex, politics, or religion. Kind of a good rule of thumb for costumes as well.
We had a thing here in Michigan the other day. Our governor, I don't know if you saw that, with the Dorito chip. There's some podcast woman or something, and I'm a Roman Catholic, and so and it looked like she was like giving her a Dorito as if it were the Holy Eucharist, right? I don't know that it was meant that way, and she apologized, but that's like a workplace faux pas. But I said, I'm offended every day as a Catholic. You can't, if you go someplace, you'll see people like costumes of a priest or a nun. That's that's offensive. Don't do that, especially at the workplace, right? That kind of stuff.
Right. Exactly. And I think that, that's a common thing, and, other religions as well. It just is not worth the risk.
Okay.
And, in the workplace, the employer can control kind of like what's allowed and what's not. And I think they're smart to anticipate some issues like that.
Is the smart human resource person or plant manager or even just, small business owner, is the smart one going to issue a memo, say, people, let's just bring some food and put it in the break room and call it a day? I don't want any costumes, all right?
I mean, that's certainly playing it as safe as possible. But I would say, you can do it. Just make sure you say, like, we want no offensive costumes, no culturally appropriating costumes, and just be smart about it. And for the most part, hopefully people are adults. But if you've got a workforce where that may not be the case, maybe rethink whether you're going to allow costumes.
Yeah. Javier Pérez. And you're going as, well, you said your son's going to be Wolverine and all of that.
I didn't want to be Deadpool because my understanding is he's just asking for trouble.
Yeah. I am so outside the realm of the Marvel comic stuff. I don't know. I wasn't a comic book person even, so I don't know. But you got to do it. I'm going to the first costume party I've been in like 30-something years this weekend in a barn somewhere. So I don't know, maybe I'm going to get, maybe it's a haunted barn. This could be a horror movie waiting to happen. I don't know, Javier.
Oh, man.
Yeah. Hey, meet us at the barn for a costume party. What? Okay. What's the meat hooks all about? So anyway, just be smart about it. And if really, I mean, it's not brain surgery here. In fact, maybe you go as the brain surgeon. Unless you are working in a brain surgery office, then you don't want to go as a brain surgeon. Mm-hmm. There's a problem.
Right.
All right. I don't want to see any kind of costumes at my doctor's office. That's it.
That's right.
Just bring in cupcakes and get back to work, people. It's Halloween. Just save the good stuff for Christmas. All right. Javier, we're up on time. I'm going to let you go. I appreciate it. And have a great, happy Halloween if I don't talk to you before.
Thank you. You too. Enjoy the barn.
Yeah. What are the meat hooks about again? All right. See you later.
Okay. All right. Take care. Thank you.